the greatest moment a human can enjoy is when you are in tune with God. There is words of St. Augustine. St. Augustine said, "Oh God, you created us for yourself, and our hearts remain restless until they find their rest in you."
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening from wherever you're listening to us from. This is Jackie Asiimwe, your host of Footprints Podcast. Footprints is a podcast where we listen to the wisdom of our elders, we hear their stories, and we listen to the wisdom that they want to pass down to the younger generation. I am very honored to be with my guest, Bishop Rt Eliphaz. Bishop, you're very welcome. Please tell my guests a bit about yourself.
Yeah, as you have heard, Eliphaz Maari. My father was Seraske Zindra.
Seraske? Wow, I'd never heard that name.
And my mother was
Yes.
called Rhoda. My father happened to have gone to the First World War,
Oh, wow.
1914 to 1918.
Do you know where he fought?
No, that one, unfortunately, we never had the chance to talk for him to tell us. You know, my mother was the second wife, and me, I was born in Kazo district now within the Kazo town council now, and that's where we have our up-country home. I was born on the 16th of September 1939.
Oh my goodness.
So, and I grew up with my parents. That's where I went to a church school in 1947. That's where I was also baptized because it was the common practice. Because it was a church school, the students or pupils who went to church schools were also baptized, got baptized. So in 1951, I finished my primary, not really, it was primary 4, primary 4 in Kazo. Then I went to Uganda, 1952 to 1953. But then I was not admitted at Mbara High School. So I had to go back to Kazo. By that time, the Kazo had got primary 6. And then from Kazo, I went to Mbara High School in 1955. At that time, Mbara High School was the only Protestant secondary, it was called the secondary school. It was the only one, for Church of Uganda, which was called Native Anglican Church. So from Mbara High School, I went for teacher training at Bishop Stewart College, which is now a university there. From there, when I qualified as a teacher, I went to teach at the Chinoni boys school, which is 15 miles along Mbarara Kabare Road. I was there. I started teaching in 1962. And I am proud to say that my students were the best in Ankole during that year.
Yes.
And then
What were you teaching?
everything.
Oh, those days you taught everything, all the
Everything,
subjects.
even
Yes.
singing. You can't believe me.
Oh,
I'm
my
not a
goodness.
musician.
But you were teaching singing.
Yes, singing.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Do you remember the songs you were teaching?
Which one is that? I can't.
It would have been nice to sing one
It
of
would
them,
have
but
been-
anyhow.
It would have been nice. So, 1963, I got saved.
So before you get saved, sorry to jump into your story, Bishop. Did you guys hear about the independence of Uganda, and what did you think? Were you there? What were you doing around that time?
Yes. I'm glad you have reminded me about that, because 1962, That's when I started as a teacher. And it was independence year. So I still, of course, I did not have chance to come to Kampala, but of course I knew what was going on in in the country. So then 1963,
You got saved.
got saved.
Wow.
It's around January. I don't remember any specific date.
Yes.
But I committed my life to Jesus. For me, that one really was a turning point in my life, and which has made me actually what I am, because before then I was living a reckless life, and if I had continued that way,
Yes.
I think I would be a different human being.
Yes.
So one thing I can say I have enjoyed is quality life.
Amen.
Because when I got saved, I gave up all these bad habits, practices. I used to think that Barokole were dull.
Yes.
Because they never went to dancing and so on.
Yes.
But then now as I look back, I find that actually when I got saved, I never went out for dancing. So I had a very good rest at night, so I really thank God for that. Then before that, I started feeling a call, to go for ministry, ordination. At first I was reluctant.
Yes.
I thought that the ministry of the church was a poor ministry, and also it was for ignorant people who were not really educated.
Yes.
But I mean, really, I was ignorant, because there were some very educated people like Archbishop Sabit was in Makerere. So although they were the majority, were not highly educated. But anyway, that's what I thought.
Yes.
But slowly, the Lord touched my heart, and I felt the strong conviction to go for ordination. So in 1997, I went to
1967.
67.
Yes.
I went to Mukono. I happened at that time to study with some of my friends. I can remember Canon Ben Mugarura, and I remember also the late Bishop of Rango called Melchizedek Otim, and also Yafes Bukaku, just a few of them. So I started on what they called provincial certificate in theology, which was a church qualification. But then in due course, I qualified to study for Makerere diploma in theology. I started in 1967. Then in 1969, concurrently, I started the diploma, Makerere diploma in theology. And then did I say 70?
Yes.
And that was the year when I got married as a student.
Oh, wow.
As a student, and I was really poor.
Yes.
I remember I had 15 shillings in my post bank account.
Yes.
It is still there. I don't know whether it has made any profit.
By now, hopefully.
Hopefully by now.
Yes.
Yeah, maybe I need to go and inquire whether it is.
Indeed.
Yeah.
Take me with you.
But maybe it was eaten up by Museveni.
When he devalued.
When he devalued the money, I don't know.
We know, yeah.
So then from when I completed 1971, I went to serve as a chaplain and a teacher at Mbarara High School. 1971, 72. No, I was ordained at the end of 1971. Deacon. 1972, I was chaplain at Mbarara High School and a teacher. Then at the end of 1972, I sat for Makerere Mature entrance exam. I passed. So 1973, June, I went to study at Makerere for a Bachelor's of Arts in History and also Religious Studies, and also concurrent of a Bachelor of Arts with the diploma concurrently in education. So when I qualified in 1976, there was a need in Mukono. Many of the expatriate teachers had left, so the church requested Ministry of Education for me to go and teach in Mukono. So I went to teach in Mukono on leave without pay, and so
why?
the government could have granted me leave with pay, but they didn't. So I taught there as a teacher. I used to teach mainly church history and Islam and the systematic theology. And it happened that my wife was a nurse. She was a nurse in Mulago. And so when I went to Mukono, I went alone for 3 years. Later on, I became a vice principal. And later on, the one who was acting principal, he was a Mzungu called Alan Garpin, died in 1980 February. So I acted as acting principal, but then later on I went to for further studies for my master's in UK, and I was a student at Trinity College, Bristol, where I qualified with the Master of Philosophy degree. But then later on, during my course of study, my wife and our youngest 2 children joined us until I completed my course. When I came back, I was appointed a principal of the college, Bishop Taka Theological College. That was in 1984. Then in 1997, when the college became a university, I was appointed Acting Vice-Chancellor while they were still looking for a Vice-Chancellor, substantive Vice-Chancellor, until 2000, when Professor Nor from US was appointed a substantive Vice-Chancellor. But during that time, when I was acting Vice-Chancellor, the church appointed me Assistant Bishop of Kampala. So I was having 2 hats.
Yes.
Acting Vice-Chancellor, Assistant Bishop of Kampala. Until I retired from the church when I clocked 65 years in 2004. Then I stayed on as Deputy Vice-Chancellor up to 2005 when I retired and came to live here where we are.
How did you manage the 2 hats?
I tried to manage like a polygamist.
You spend time with one here, then you go and
spend
because
every Wednesday I used to spend full time for administration of the diocese in Kampala. Then weekends for pastoral ministry in Kampala diocese, visiting parishes and so on. So that is how I managed. Yeah.
Bishop, I'm going to ask you, for those who don't know the church and how it runs, and what do bishops do?
Bishops? Bishops, they are called chief shepherds.
Chief shepherd.
Chief shepherds of the diocese, of the Christians in the diocese. And of course, they play both roles, administrative and pastoral. Yeah.
And when you're assistant bishop of a place like Kampala Diocese, how many churches are you presiding over? How many congregations?
No, that time there were 15 parishes, as far as I can remember. Yeah. But I must say that the devil was discouraging me to go for ordained ministry because he thought it was for poor people, and also that it was for uneducated. And actually I was surprised when I went to Mukono. I found that they had a broad education. It was actually academic.
Yes.
It was academic.
Yes.
And I don't think that I would have benefited better intellectually elsewhere.
Yes.
So because we were studying even psychology, we were studying, various things really, which really...
Canon law and many other
yes.
things. Do you think that perception is still there now?
Of what?
That the priesthood is for those that are not very
No.
Now it has changed.
Yeah. Now people are running to church because they want for education. Oh, no, it's no longer there. Then when it came to welfare, I found that even really financially, if I can talk about, I have really been better off, and I can really testify that I have not been defiled by corruption financially. But the Lord has provided.
Yes.
Have provided, and so it's quite amazing, really. It's quite amazing. My children have been well educated, and actually what happened was that I got friends who sponsored them. Our home here, the gratuity which we got from the college, and now I'm receiving a pension, although it's not it's not a big pension, and my wife is also receiving a pension as a nurse, and also, as I said, when you accept Jesus Christ, He gives you quality life. For example, you are sober 24 hours.
Yes.
Now, what does this sober mind do during those 24 hours?
Yes.
Must be creative.
Yes.
Must think about the needs of your family.
Yes.
You must be thinking about your future.
Yes.
So, if I can give you some few examples.
Yes.
We own a flat, which is help supporting us in Bukoto. When I was in Mukono, towards my retirement, they advanced to me $6,000. So what I did, I bought goodwill from a tenant who was a tenant of National Housing. So he moved out, we became tenants of National Housing. And as tenants of National Housing, we were paying $250,000. But then I put in a tenant for $500. For $500.
Yes.
So that gave us income.
Yes.
But now, as I speak, I'm getting almost $2 million.
Yes.
From that. And of course, I have got some few cows. And there are some other things that I don't want to tell you.
Yes, no.
No. There is nothing, no secret about it.
Yes.
But it may be premature.
Yes.
Maybe later on. Yeah.
So in all this journey, Bishop, you're leading his people, you're leading a school. What are those things upon which you anchored your leadership? What helped you to lead?
Me, really, I think what helped me, my spiritual focus. When I got saved, I meant it.
You got saved for real.
For real.
Yes.
Because, for example, during my leadership in Mukono, there was nothing like a strike. There was nothing like that. Because I had to listen to what the students were, and I had to meet the needs of the students.
Yes.
Because I remember, for example, one of the things that causes problems in such an institution is diet.
A hungry student is an angry one.
So I made sure that the student got good diet.
Yes.
And I remember there were times when the situation was tough, and the bursar wanted us to change the diet.
Yes.
But I thought that was not wise. So I still gave the students the diet that they needed.
Yes.
And whenever there was anything really, I would not lie to students. No, I would give them what, So that has helped me.
Yeah.
And the issue of money, when I handed over the university, there was no debt.
The other thing that we talk about on the podcast is preparing for retirement, because one day we shall all live wherever we are.
Yeah.
So what was it like to prepare yourself, and what advice would you give to young people?
Yeah. Number one, to learn from God, because all these developments we see in the world, they were not there from the beginning.
Yes.
What God did, He gave us brains.
Yes.
And you really wonder what a human brain can do. So, if they can use their brains to be creative, and also lifestyle can make you poor. I also learned from my father-in-law, who was among the Barokole, Are Barokole. He happened to, was it in the early 50s? He built an iron roofed house, and his home was overlooking the Saza headquarters, and the county chief saw this iron roofed house by this peasant, and he called him, he invited him and asked him, how did you get money to build an iron roofed house, which my Gombora chiefs don't have? My father-in-law was a peasant. He laughed. He said, that's why you have called me? He said, for me, when I got saved, whatever coin I put there,
it stays there.
It stays there. Because these Gombora chiefs were wasting their money drinking with what, all this kind of thing. Lifestyle. A Christian lifestyle.
Yes.
You can't believe me. For example, I have for many years lived on second-hand clothes.
Yes.
And now, these days my children have helped me. But unfortunately, also my wife has not been demanding.
Yes.
We have lived a simple life.
Yes.
But we make sure that we eat properly.
Yes.
We eat properly.
Yes.
There is no hunger. No hunger. No.
Yes.
So anyway, we are thinking about retirement. It has always been said, once you start working, the first day you start working, part of your budget should be retirement. You don't wait until
much later on.
No, you start, because once you have the idea, it will help you out to plan for it.
Yes.
So I think that is the advice I would give. And of course, I think as Christians, prayer. For example, I remember when we got married, our motto was Matthew chapter 6:33. Seek ye first God's kingdom. I think really there are some things even which have surprised me. Really. The Lord has blessed me with some, really, I don't, I mean, you can't believe that even now, there are people who have been supporting for more than 50 years, 40 years.
Wow.
Wow. I mean, what I'm saying here, once you rely on God, God in His own way
comes through for you.
Also, really. I don't know whether you were fond of BBC. There was a certain lady who was on BBC called Marion Marshall. You can't believe what her brother has done for us. He helped us to build our upcountry home, and when we were even buying this one here, gave us £5,000. When my wife was sick going to India, gave us £5,000. He has continued to support us. And do you know how I came to be in touch with this fellow? It was through these church sales. We used when I was a student, he was also a student in the University of Bristol. We used to go to the same home sale.
Fellowship,
That's where we worked fellowship.
Wow.
So God has got mysteries.
Yes, indeed.
Once you rely on Him,
yes, indeed,
He really does wonders. And then, of course, there must be some hard work. Some hard work. Even as we speak now here, We are eating your own greens, beans, and so on and so forth. Yeah, having a good family relationship, you have to put in a lot of effort, especially time with the children. And you can't believe also what the children have done for us, really.
Yes, yes.
Even the car we are driving,
Yeah.
the TV we are having, some of them, they have committed, I mean, really, even now, medically,
Yes.
they are helping us.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I think what I hear you really is, at the end of the day, it is wisdom.
Yes.
Wisdom,
Yes,
wisdom,
yes,
wisdom
yes.
in how you eat, in how you
Yes.
use your time, in
Yes.
how you use your money, in
Yes.
how you manage your relationships,
Yes,
in how you relate with God.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Now, about God, I think it is God who has inspired me. He says, the greatest moment a human can enjoy is when you are in tune with God. But then I also must say, I shouldn't forget this. After this life, I don't want to go to hell. Me, I'm a coward. I don't want to go to hell. Oh, Jackie. I don't want to go to hell. Oh, no. And I have always, I think a number of times you have heard him saying, he also doesn't want to go to hell.
Yes,
He wants to
yes,
go to heaven.
yes.
Yeah, that is.
Yeah.
And that also helps me because
Yes.
I confess, I repent because I want to go to heaven. And when reading this Bible, the way it describes heaven,
Yes. You want to go there?
Yeah. Now when it says, what the human eye has never seen,
Right.
what the human ear has never heard,
Right.
what the human mind has never conceived, the Lord is waiting. I can't afford to miss that.
You can't afford to miss that.
No,
And yet
no.
we've seen a lot.
And
Yes,
when you
indeed.
really go, please, when you are praying, whatever you are praying for,
Yes.
pray for me and my family
Yes.
that we should really go to be with Jesus.
Amen.
Yeah,
Amen.
yeah.
Thank you so much for your time and for
Yeah.
sharing your wisdom. What is your last word for us?
The last word really is that there is a words of St. Augustine. St. Augustine said, "Oh God, you created us for yourself, and our hearts remain restless until they find their rest in you." It's just like a little baby. Baby finds no meaning, will not find any meaning in life until the baby is with the mother. That's where the meaning is. And we need to be anchored on God, in God. So if our relationship with God, I mean, if we can treasure, we can really give it a priority. I think that one really helps a great deal. That is that.
Thank you so much for your time. Thank you so much for your wisdom. And listeners, thank you so much for sitting with us here as we spoke to Bishop Eliphaz Maari. You've heard his wisdom. Please go and do likewise.